Well, I'm sitting back here in my procrastinating chair. But to be honest with you, I ain't got the time to be procrastinating no more. I got several things to wrap up on Lady Liberty before we can make that first car show this year in it. I've been waiting all week, but we got us a new radiator. We got some hoses from old Rock Auto. And we're about to make sure them parts fit. Let's get started. So here's a radiator. It come from the World Wide Webs on eBay. We got us a racing one. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, pretty. They got it wrapped up good. Got some foam. Got the expandable foam. Get out of there. We can make this a good seat cushion out of this. Even comes with a radiator cap. Not too bad for $155, I think it was. Let's see if our hoses fit. And to see what kind of magnet we get today. Where's that magnet? What we got? A Mishy Bishy. My daughter wants to go stick it on the collection when she sees it. That looks like a maybe. And that looks like a maybe. Maybe we'll get lucky. Let's get this one out. We'll save on it though. We'll use it for something somewhere down the road, I'm sure. I mean, look at that. Even the welds on it looks fairly decent. What we got? I'll be. It fits. You know what happens when you do 5 projects at once? And it's been 2 days? You know, in my case, probably 6 weeks. You lose shit. Alright, so I got the radiator mounted up, radiator hoses in. I think I got everything buttoned up, tightened up. Transmission fluids, I think, it's topped off. Cutting the radiator, ain't enough, but there's some. Oh, there's no power steering yet. But I am gonna try to move it out there so I can pull it back in. And this is my first attempt at doing it. So maybe everything goes smoothly. Problem number 1, I never put a cotter pin in the throttle cover. Let's see. Maybe a piece of this copper wire I might do for now. So it's the next morning, and like I promised, I was gonna show y'all the exhaust. Right here is where I cut it, and I'm gonna have to attach it both sides to the headers up here. But where it gets really funky is if you follow this down, you get up to here and you'll see this little doodad, and it goes out to one drop. Well, you come to this side, follow it down, guess where it goes? Right over the drive shaft, connects into that doodad. I've never seen anything like that before. Don't know why it's even like that, but it's definitely unusual. But my thing is, right now, I'm fixing to have to go through some of my stash, and hopefully I got enough to fix, you know, actually get the exhaust connected. And if I got enough to get the exhaust connected, I may go ahead and try to make this, you know, true dual. We'll see. Well, we got it all finished up. It's probably gonna leak like hell, but at least it'll hold to get to the car show, and we'll get it to an exhaust shop one day. Let me get it lowered down. We'll see what it sounds like. Whew, I'm already sweating like a dog, and it ain't even summertime yet. So I got the truck back down. I had to goop up the exhaust header flanges, you know, so I'm letting that stuff dry. Decided I was gonna go ahead and throw this power steering pump on. Where's it at? Right there. So then I went and I was going through all my box of fasteners, you know, and I realized I ain't put a thermostat back in here yet. So I gotta do that. Oh, and I got to reroute my coolant temp to over here because my heater hose has got to go there. So that means I'm gonna have to lengthen the wire. So this is the stuff that I didn't write down and pre-plan, you know, the stuff that always comes back and gets you right there at the very end. But we're staying ahead of the game right now. We'll see how far we can get. Now I just gotta remember how this bracketry goes back onto the big block and hope that I found all the pieces. And hopefully we got the right power steering hose, because if not, that's gonna stop us, I mean, dead in our tracks. And you know, What do I tell them at the parts store that I'm looking for? I'm looking for an 86 Chevrolet C10 two-wheel drive, half-ton with a big block. No, it ain't in there. They never made that, did they? 1986. Well, that'll get them going, won't it? We'll come up with something. I probably got something laying around here. Hope I do anyways. Well, I think I've got her all buttoned up. I'm ready to pull it out, get some heat in it, do some fine tuning, time it, button that up, tighten it down. But I mean, it's looking like a goat's ass. I don't know if it's a diamond or a doo-doo turd, but I mean, it's looking like something. I did get that swapped around, got the heater hooked back up. This thing wouldn't fit, so I had to take the staples out, and I just let the lower off for the time being. Maybe that'd be good enough. So let's see what this sucker will sound like. Get over to it. Nothing. Well, I guess the battery done came undid. You know, because I'm having some problems. I need to change this battery cable out. Maybe that makes contact. Come on. Nut. What seems to be the problem? Sounds like it might be a slight miss in it. Might have a bad plug wire. Tell if it's a miss, a plug wire. I mean, I know it's a miss. A plug wire or maybe the valve. Hey, y'all just know something? You remember from the other video when we first pressure checked this, and every time you put it in reverse, it went, Arr! This, feel this? Barely even moved. Must have done something right. Well, I let it warm up, run it for a pretty good while, set the timing. But there's something going on with the valve train. One, I either missed, adjusted number 7, or it's already wiping cam lobe. And that better not be the case, because I took extra precautions of that, and it would have to be on the side that it's under the freaking booster. Well, it's cooling off at the moment. I guess if it cools down enough, I get the valve covers off. I'll do it the old school way, you know what I mean? Crank it up, back them off to the clack, and tighten them down 3/4 turn. That way I know for a fact they're adjusted right. I will sit here in my procrastinating Goodwill chair and wait for this thing to cool off. Well, I got good news and I got bad news. Good news is I was able to, get the valve cover off without taking a brake booster. The bad news is this is what I found. And I don't know why it done it. That one wasn't even on the push, on the spring. This one back here wasn't on the spring. So now I gotta figure out what I do. It's almost looking like I might have accidentally put the push rods in the wrong spot. Almost. Ouch. Still hot. Well, I might can get that one out. Let's see. Find me some pliers. Come on. Am I gonna have to take the guides off too? Surely not. Shouldn't have to. Don't you fall, please don't fall. Woo! Valve rod, that push rod is toast. No, it's sucker still hot. Can already see one problem. Freaking valve or push rod guide broke. Y'all get out the freaking way. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to pull all this crap apart. Hot potato, hot potato. Another hot potato. Bent and broke. Hope my lifter's all right. One broke. Oh, that's a doozy right there. Let's see about the lifters. That one's still in there. I had to get out the old camera, the old itty bitty one. Got the old inspection camera out. Let's see what we can't come up with. All right, there we go. There's our first lifter still in the hole. Looks like our second one's still in there, which is a good thing. Can I get it turned? Let's see that push rod. Is that it? Yep, that's it. So why ain't it? Where's the bend? Well, at least the other end's still on it. One of the lifters. Ooh, was that it? Go back. How'd I do that? Pry bar. Holy good googly. Now, remember, I just bent this thing to get it out. Imagine what it would look like before. So we got that's bent. That's obviously straighter than a Bud Light can. And a broken guide plate. So I reckon I'm gonna have to go find me some parts and hope I've got some. Welcome back. I've got good news and I've got bad news. Well, for the good news, I found me a new Goodwill shirt so I can mess it up here in about 15-20 minutes. And the other gooder news is I found parts to fix all that, you know, catastrophe that we had going on down in the big block. Well, the bad news is I backed out, went down the driveway, changed it into second gear, and it felt like the e-brake was shoved on. So I instantly got to thinking what the problem could be. And I figured it was one or two things. Went back, rewatched some of my old video of where I went through the transmission, and lo and behold, I'll admit it, I put the sprag on backwards. So guess what I'm going to have to do now? The ex-wife and the kids is gone on a trip right now, and I'm fixing to take off on getting this repaired on, and I'm hoping I can get it out, tore apart, fixed, put back together, reinstalled by the time they get home. Reckon we can do it? I don't know. I used to probably could. I don't know about now. So grab you a cold one and follow along. I got it up in the air after crawling around, getting everything situated just right. I'm gonna go ahead and remind you, I've got a catch in the old back. And anybody that has back problems knows when you get a catch, you're dancing with the devil doing this type of stuff. So I'm really gonna have to watch what I'm doing, trying to get this sucker out of here, because I do not want my back to go out. That's number one goal. We don't want the back to go out. First thing we're gonna do is remove the drive shaft. Then we're gonna go to the transmission, disconnect the lines, then go from there. Hopefully we can have this sucker out in about 15 minutes. Here we go with the last bolt. I'm hoping that's it. Oh, we gotta get the speedometer cable. Almost made a boo-boo. Dipstick tube's always getting in the way. What seems to be a damn malfunction? There we have it. Let's go find us a clean spot. So I don't know how long that actually took, but 15, 20 minutes we had her out. Now I gotta go find a bucket, clean it. Cause I'm saving that cheap dollar hydraulic fluid. I ain't putting no more in it if I ain't got to. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with it. Unless I burnt something up. But I don't think I did. All right, I'm fixing to take a cool down. Well, we got this thing took out, bucket under it, we drained it, plan on reusing it. I wish I didn't even have to take the pan off, but I got to get the filter out so I can get the pump off, or out. Plus we can see what we messed up in there. All right, moment of truth. How bad is it? Really? Something's gonna fall in there in a second. There you have it. Not bad at all. So look, hopefully we didn't burn nothing up. Lay you somewhere where you get lost. You get back over here. All right, let's crack this baby open. Swap pans. This is the good stuff. Hopefully this pump won't be a pain in the butt, but I'm sure it will. Don't mess the seal up. That looks good. I need something to set this stuff somewhere to set this stuff. And I ain't got nowhere because everything's piled on top of one another. Oh, I got me a Dr. Pepper. so I can sweeten the old spitter and some water. Mm. Washer stayed on there. All right, here comes the wreck. Don't look like it's burned up none, but this is supposed to turn the other direction. And I screwed it up because it's supposed to turn clockwise, freewheel clockwise, lock this way. I honestly think, I just wish you would fall down. I honestly can't believe that this didn't get messed up. It's pretty unreal. Well, trying to get this thing pried off. I put a spiral lock on it. There it is up there. And it didn't even mess with spray up. Man, I got lucky is what I got. All there is to it. Clockwise, freewheel, counterclockwise. We're good to go now. All that. Locker in, spiral lock back on. What I mean by spiral lock is this. It ain't one of them seat deals. When that's on there, it's a complete circle. It ain't coming off. counterclockwise. It's clockwise. Lock, counter, spins, clock. Now, can I get this back down in here? Oh man, crap. It makes life a lot easier with the valve body off so you can air check it to make sure it's seated in all them clutches. Since we ain't got that opportunity, wait a minute, I wonder which one of these does it. Let's see, where's our air hose? Maybe we can get lucky and check one of these. That ain't it. That ain't it. Well, we're just gonna have to hope for the best. And this is why I got Dr. Pepper to sweeten up those spitters. Hydraulic fluid tastes bad. Checking my seals right quick. They look pretty good. Go ahead and put some more camera oil on it. Or salve, whatever you prefer to call it. Just fill into place. Love it when a plan comes together. For once. Well, we got it down on the left. We topped her off. I'd already had it running, so let's go see if it'll change gears. first. Maybe I don't hit nothing coming out. Ex-wife had my tail. Residue on the engine. I don't want nobody to think I'm on fire. Put this thing down so I can pay more attention. Man, I'm sorry I couldn't carry y'all along on that ride, but I just couldn't hold the camera, and I ain't got a mount at the moment to fit there. I'm glad I didn't break down, because there's my cell phone. Better put that in my pocket. But yeah, it does great. Shifts fine. Shifts so, I guess with the converter in it, it shifts before you really even know, and I don't have a tack in it, but when I got down to my turnaround spot, I put it down in manual 1, and yeah, she shifts. Now the only problem we got is keeping tires on the back of it. Good thing I got a tire machine back there. Well, that being said, let's see, it probably took me 3.5 hours to pull that transmission out, open her up, swap the sprag around, put it back together, restab the transmission. But it's good to go. The local school is raising money for the cheerleaders. We'll definitely be there. Till next time, appreciate y'all.